My college journey is not easy at all. It's indeed a roller coaster, and I will still have to continue riding on it up until the end of my profession. When I started as a college student, I am naive about everything, about what college life have to be. I have a lot of failures encountered, and there are plenty of things that I wasn't prepared at all. And I totally don't know about, especially when it's in line with the program that I am taking, which is a Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. But those things leads me to know something and to discover something more about me that will be a big help for me in the future. When I was on my first year, I am really shy. I am afraid of standing in front of many people. I hesitate to show up, which is it should not be possessed by someone who is a future educator. As time goes by, this institution as well as the instructors that I have had since then helped me to develop my skills and to develop myself. And now, let's discover what are the progress I have had since first year up until now. For domain 1, content knowledge and pedagogy. We are now living in a world where the use of technology is dominant. As a future educator, we must possess the knowledge of being technology literate as it will help us to make and deliver our lesson easier and engaging to the students. Back then, we were tasked to do reporting and a TV broadcasting. By doing so, I was able to discover more what are the use of ICT. For the second domain, learning environment. As a teacher, one of the things we have to ensure is the learning environment of our students. We are not just going to teach them lessons from the book, but we also have to help them develop their potential and mold them to be a better individual. During our second year, we performed a demo teaching where we are able to act and perform what a professional teacher do. We are able to know how to make a classroom standards that serves as a management inside the classroom that the students have to follow all throughout the discussion. For domain 3, diversity of learners. Every academic institutions have diverse learners where there are differences between the culture, linguistic, religions, and economic background. Not only that, but also those students that have special needs. As a teacher, we must stand as a model for our students by showing and teaching them how to respect one another and embrace one's differences. Back then, we performed an interview to someone that has a disability, and I asked someone who is a nursing student with a problem on her eyesight if what are the challenges she encountered and how the teacher managed her teaching strategies despite of her situation. Aside from that, we performed a cultural dance where I was able to discover many culture and traditions. Next is domain 4, curriculum and planning. All throughout, I have realized that the teaching and learning process is not that easy at all. There are a lot of things that you have to follow and consider before, during, and after doing the discussion, and one of that is the lesson planning. Back in our second year, we were able to know how to construct a 4A semi-detailed lesson plan, and on our third year, we were able to know how to make a 10 parts lesson plan. And I must say that the 4A's lesson plan is more on teacher-centered while the 10 parts lesson plan is student-centered. Domain 5, assessment and reporting. On our second year, we were tasked to conduct an assessment with the use of the questionnaires that we made through the help of TOS or Table of Specification, and we did an item analysis for us to know how to make test questionnaires appropriately. And I must say that it is one of the hardest part of my journey in college, but I have also learned how important it is in making an assessment to our students. Aside from that, we are also able to do a research defense where we have to defend the thesis that we made, and from that, we have learned a lot that I know will take a big part to our learning. Domain 6, community linkages and professional engagement. The community has a big impact on academic institutions. Community involvement in schools can help increase access to learning opportunities, boost student retention, promote optimism among teachers, and improve attendance rates of children at school. Back then, we conduct an interview to some of the teachers in the Ruluman elementary schools about what are the challenges they have encountered in teaching students the MTB MLE subjects despite of the diversity of the students. I have concluded that parents plays a vital role on the learning process of the students. Domain 7: Personal Growth and Professional Development. As a future educator, personal growth is the top tier that we all have to prioritize. We are all have different experiences in life, but we should come out from our shells or comfort zone and take a risk or rather lose the chance. And we must have to explore the world of teaching. Recently, we have a seminar about forensic linguistics and online learning, which helps to deepen our learning about education and what are the other strategies to deliver learning to our future students. Other than that, last July we went to the Pitan City for an educational trip, and one of the places we visited was Rizal's Shrine, and there I saw in my naked eye the place where Rizal teaches his students before. I must say that if you value education, no matter where you are, you will always make a way to impart your knowledge. We always have to be open minded and be always eager to learn for us to have something to be shared to our students. It is indeed true that college journey is far different from what we have experienced from the past years of learning. Now that I am already on my third year in college, I can say that college life is not that easy, but that doesn't make me to stop achieving my dream as future educator. For the past 3 years, I can say that I already have enough knowledge when it comes to teaching, but it will not end there. I will always be willing to learn more something in the future. I am thankful with my classmates that keeps me motivated to keep going and to not give up and makes everything easier because of helping one another. The profession that I am pursuing holds great influence into the society as we are the ones who make possibilities for our students possible. We make the future of every generations. I am Gleena Aguisanda, your future English teacher.